Devil for the British squad, man. Real talk, man. Pooch, I got you. French, I got you. War, I got you. Fucker. Mentally ill, please, someone call a doctor. 911, it's emergency, go get a doctor. You don't know by now, boy, they call me Waka Flocka. Got a bad habit, I might OD of yappers. Whole bunch of choppers for my enemies. Devil into me, my mind on injury. I'm in front of the jury like I'm guilty. Shoutout tried me, so I killed them off GP.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are working on my 2007 Dyna. We just installed this fresh ThunderMax in it. Massive shout out to the guys at ThunderMax, Jake and Millhouse. They are absolutely unreal, super good dudes. Hope to get down to Nashville to meet them again. I met them down at Metro Mayhem during Arizona Bike Week. Super awesome event that Ryan Cruzy puts on, Cruzy Originals. They put a ton of work into it. If you didn't get there last year or this year, make sure to go next year because I know things are going to be bigger and better every year. It was an amazing turnout. The brawl was there, and it was just a flawless event. Besides that, though, we put a ThunderMax in the bike. How freaking sick is that? Got the ignition cut, sounds crazy, and it's doing all the auto learning it can do to make this bike run absolutely perfect with Woods 555 cams, a TBR comp exhaust, and the Arlen S Big Sucker. So that is what we are going to be going over today, is using your auto learn features, auto tune, whatever you want to call it, to help your bike run to its best abilities. We sent the bike over to Brian at Service Hog in Abbotsford, British Columbia. He did a dyno tune on it with the ThunderMax in it, and he did an unreal job of it. The bike is running amazing, but when I left the shop, it was running a little bit rich. By the time I got on the highway, which is a couple hundred meters, a few thousand feet, all right? Americans, listen. We're talking about meters in Canada. But I rode to the highway. By the time I got to the highway, the bike was already running to what it should be running, and it can adjust within a certain parameter to learn the tune that Brian put in it. So now we are going to go back through the module with our laptop. So simple. You download a quick, easy thing. All the instructions are in your ThunderMax when you get it. And then you're able to just go over your whole bike. You can see how every cylinder is firing, how much fuel is going to each one. And with that, you're able to fully tune your bike on your own. So we are going to get to that right now. Again, massive shout out to ThunderMax. And if you are thinking of ordering a ThunderMax, use StaySmiling22 as a discount code and you'll get 10% off at the ThunderMax website. So thank you for watching. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to it. All right, guys, once you have the bike plugged into your laptop, this is my mom's laptop because I have a Mac and ThunderMax works best on the Windows program. So when you get your ThunderMax, it will show you all the instructions on how to download the ThunderMax Tuner app. You're going to go to that, double click on it, and you're going to open up your program. It's loading, everything's going according to plan, and we got our little loading disk right there. Okay, so now it says prompt, whatever, click OK. Now it's loading again. Connecting to the bike. So, to extract the information from the bike, your ignition switch has to be on. So the bike is on. Now it is key on detected. It is taking the information out of the bike, and we are getting all into it right now. The bike is done reading and doing all of its fancy stuff. You're going to go up here. It's kind of hard to get this to focus. You're going to go map editing. Then you're going to go auto map. You're going to click on that. Read module, perform auto map, write module. It is the recommended one, and that is what we are going to click on. We're going to press OK. Now it is reading all module maps and settings. And because Brian has already edited through all of this and made the adjustments that we need, we are reading into that and we are finding the tune that Brian put into this. So now we'll wait for all of this to load. ThunderMax, you should put loading music in your program because I think it'd be funny. Just some Jeopardy, loading music, whatever it is, I think it'd be awesome. Now, you see that curve? That is the curve we want. So this is some of the stuff happening. Writing front and rear fuel maps to module. So it's slowly going through everything we need it to be going through, which is exactly what we want, and everything is working awesome. Quick show that it was doing some corrections on its own. The module learned fuel offsets have been written to the module and document base map. The learned offset points have been cleared in the module. The current visible map document reflects the current map as stored in the module. All offsets are currently 0. Okay. So, there's some lines in here. They're doing some stuff. I really am not quite too sure what they mean because I don't know much about tuning. But I'll just show you that when you go into this area, tuning maps, front fuel cylinder, you can choose and look at every single aspect of your bike. The front fuel flow at 512 RPM, 680, all the way up to 7,168 RPM, which my bike doesn't even go that high because we have my bike set at 5,700 RPM, and it sounds absolutely unreal when it's banging off the limiter. So, that being said, unless you are a god at tuning your bike, don't worry about this stuff. Don't look into it. Don't be messing around with any of this stuff. This program is probably smarter than you are unless you're sending your bike to a tuning place where they can go through and change that stuff. But the difference between all of your RPMs and front fuel flow, as long as it is learning off of a base map, which you can get directly from ThunderMax, ThunderMax also has different maps built into the ThunderMax that you're able to choose from. We just couldn't find one that worked extremely well with the setup that I have, which is the 555 cam, the TBR, and the Arlen S. So Brian created a base map for me. So now with everything loaded into the bike, we are going to take our bike, we're going to go over to it, we're going to switch the ignition off for about 25 seconds, we're going to wait. You can go do some stuff. It doesn't have to be exactly 25 seconds, but we're going to let the bike reset. We're going to let it go to ThunderMax. We're going to let it do all of its stuff, all of its crazy, basically AI. ThunderMax is basically a motorcycle AI right now. It's doing auto-tune. Think about it. AI. Whatever. It's ChatGPT of motorcycles. Anyways, so we're waiting 25 seconds. We got a couple more seconds to go. I'm going off the timer on my phone because we're voice recording, so you guys have better audio, and we're slowly figuring out this whole video thing. Anyways, let's go over here now. Okay, now, we're going to turn the bike back on. Key on detected. It's initializing its stuff. It's doing its thing. That's what we want it to be doing right now. Wait a couple seconds here. And then, once we do that, we're going to go up to File. Oh, one more. Please stand by. So it's done. It's auto-reading. It has changed the curve a little bit, and we're back to what we want. We are going to go up to our File icon, whatever you want to call it. I think this is an icon. File. Oh, we're going to go to Save As. Now you can see it. We're going to go file name. We're going to write this as Chad's ThunderMax STK, which stands for stock, and that is what we are going off of. So this is basically the stock program because this is the original version of what Brian has written into this bike. So now we are going to save it, and we're done. It's super simple. So with that being said and done, the ThunderMax is in the bike. It's tuned. It's tuned to what Brian has it tuned at, which is an unreal tune. It's making 99 or 98 foot-pounds of torque and like 90 horse or something like that, which is pretty good. And we're running it on the safe side of things because I want this motor to last. I'm not a rich kid. I work every day, and I can't afford to go through motors, especially up here in BC, because we have West Coast prices and motors are expensive. So, that also being said, when you send your bike off to get tuned or built or whatever, you don't always have to go with the most power. There's safe numbers and then there's big numbers. You can go with big numbers, but your motor's probably not going to last quite as long. That's why we have our RPM set a little bit lower and everything's running safe, a little bit on the rich side, not leaning out, so it's not running super hot. And all thanks to the ThunderMax, it's safe. All the data is saved in there. And I highly suggest using this module if you're at home because it is so simple to use, and with some guidance and the amazing customer service at ThunderMax, you can tune your bike at home. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys got the information you needed. If you have any questions that I may be able to answer, comment below. And if you have any answers I can't answer, just hit up ThunderMax. Hope you guys have a rad day. Stay smiling. Peace.